I'm Dr. Craig Chalkwist. This is the second in a short series of videos on reimagining the USA, how to live, how to govern, how to organize. One of the most damaging things done to people psychologically when social systems break down is that they not only lose their ability to imagine better futures together, but they actually disparage imagination and vision themselves as hopelessly impractical, as though continuing to do what fails is practical, right? So I wanted to give you a couple of examples of why visioning and imagining are important. And during times of trouble and stress, they're even more important than at other times. These are the times when we need to expand instead of contract, when we need to put our best ideals at work instead of hiding. So visions can mobilize people in ways that waves of depressing news and you should do this and you should do that can't. I don't know about you, but I don't like being told what to do. I'm an adult. I can figure that out for myself. I don't need people shaming me because I don't do something, or I don't dress a certain way, or I don't use language a certain way. It's pointless. It's useless. What we can do is show what's optimal. We can show where we want to go. We can have some discussions, sometimes difficult, about the kind of country we want to live in. I don't see those conversations happening at the national level. They are happening below that in communities, and that's where they need to happen. But a vision of where to go, agreed on by groups of people, invented by groups of people, can mobilize energies that aren't available otherwise. Energies that are not available to business as usual. And many months ago, I did a video on how disappointed I was. I beat up all the platforms in this country politically, but the Democrats for their election when Biden was still running, trotting out, "We're saving you money," right? That's not a vision. It's not going to inspire anybody. So visions mobilize. They can also provide a cause that's worth struggling for, nonviolently, I want to add. A cause mobilizes people in ways that are just miraculous. People with a cause that they believe in, and not so much belief, but that they feel inspired by, right? I'm part of this bigger thing, this bigger cause, right? They topple empires. They changed the course of nations. They found religions. People who are inspired can do anything. Where's the inspiration in our politics today? I don't see it anywhere at the national level. So that's another reason why visioning and imagining are important. Here's another one. Imagination, vision, stories, all of these tell us where we're headed. They give us images of where to go. This is what the just, safe, inclusive America of our dreams could look like. This is what the United States could aspire to. Here's some actual images. Here's some stories, right? That a lot of people have trouble getting motivated, including me, when we can't see where we're going. So there's another use. And a last reason, or not last, but a fourth reason, I could do reasons all day about stuff like this. So other nations are getting it right in some ways that we're not. And if you travel at all, which I do, you can see it for yourself. So imagine just simple things like adequate vacation time, or having a full-time job that actually lets you make a living and you're not strapped for money all the time. Or what about adequate childcare? What about adequate health care? In terms of industrialized nations, we're pretty much at the bottom when it comes to healthcare. So things like that. I mean, what about simple things like you walk outside and the buildings are beautiful? You live in beauty instead of constant depressing, brain-fracturing ugliness. All this goes under that category of why we can't have nice things, because other people are controlling them. They're controlling the resources that we need to actually have a good life together. So visioning helps us break out of that, and it helps us break out of it in here first, because adequate visions and even dazzling visions of where to go next challenge this glum, gray attitude of, well, it's always going to be like this. It doesn't have to be. So I'm putting together a network of people that I call lamplighters, because we're going to try to bring a little light to dark times. And if you want to hear more about them, let me know. I'm going to run this as a nonpartisan, nonprofit operation if all goes well, so I can say more about it. But the last thing I'll say, I started or mentioned during the last video that I think it's Proverbs, when there is no vision, the people perish, or the people run wild. When there is a vision, a good vision, the path opens for everybody. Thanks.